It's time for Hillandale.
Yay.
Your enthusiasm is infectious, mister. Tell me why you love this map so much.
Because it's a map where you can easily wall, and it's pretty much forces you to play a standard. Like if one walls, let's say you play against China, you know that game is gonna go like long. You're playing against HRE, like it's the civilization that you're gonna play here. They're standard civs. They're gonna stay inside of their base. They're gonna boom, and there's nothing you can do. If you, let's say, pick friends here, what are you supposed to do? You can try to boom as well, but
That's what I'm about
to
to say.
what
4
extent?
TCs. Go.
Yeah, I've tried that in Genesis. Doesn't work.
Oh no, I'm bringing up bad memories.
Yeah.
You know what my favorite part is? Even after that was seen fail in the early days, I still remember Viper in the early months this year was still doing that on pub ladders constantly. Didn't work out too well, but
Yeah.
so.
Yeah. I like in that certain game, I was expecting Viper. Like I don't know if you've seen the game. It was on Hillandale. It was the final game of Genesis, and what I did was I thought Viper was going to do the Siege Mass Springle thing,
Mm.
and I went four town centers with stone walls in my base and stone towers. In order, that was the only counter I found to mass sprinkles from the Abbasids. And
Yeah.
then Viper just sold my base, and he was like, "Okay, just stay in your base. I'll just get all the relics, the sacred side. That's fine."
You just kind of felt like that post, like, I've made an impenetrable keep, but I
Yeah,
can't
there was
come
no
out.
way he couldn't break it. Like with mass sprinkles, he
Yeah.
couldn't break it, but he didn't need to break it.
That's the beauty. That's the beauty of the idea of the sacred sites. That's why I like it as a game mechanic. You know, you can maybe question whether it really achieves its full goal to the extent that maybe people want, which is it's meant to end the game. Because admittedly, holding sacred sites for 10 minutes is quite the challenge, even if you have got your opponent boxed in. But
You know what I would like?
tell me.
I would like uh, exactly how the map is, but
Hmm.
instead of the cliffs, to have hidden forest around your base. Exactly how the map is right now. You
Okay.
are on a hill, and below the hill there are hidden forests all around your base. That would make this map so interesting.
See,
Just
that's interesting actually, because like one idea, like I was having, I quite like the idea of it wouldn't be Hillandale anymore. It's like you could have this kind of start, but in the center you'd have kind of a basically kind of like wood wall, but on the central sacred site it would be an opening, right? So you'd have the trees concave around the sacred site on each side, and you'd have an entry for each player. So you kind of have a concentrated point, but as the game goes on, not only is the wood balanced on both sides because there's just a giant blob in the center mainly, but then you eventually open up routes. Similarly, like I guess it's like a reverse of wood wall is the way to think of it, right? Where the blockage is on the flanks, and then you have a route through the center.
I have designed a map myself, and I think it will be playable. It should be playable in like the next weeks.
Oh yeah.
Hoping. Yeah, for me it looks like a really cool map.
So here's the plan. You get it into you submit to Red Bull, they accept it, and then there's huge controversy when you win Heidelberg on that map.
I won't win Heidelberg.
Oh, come on.
Actually,
Don't
I
give me
will be a
that.
winner. I'll be a winner because I'll be there.
There we go. I knew it was coming. The multi-layered. The humbleness followed by the ooh factor that I've come to expect out of you.
I mean, just think about it. Meeting so many cool people. Some of them for meeting them again. It's just fucking amazing.
Did I mention, meeting them in lobby and then beating them?
That's a good thing. Yeah. And then smoking with them, explaining them why they lost.
Yeah, like we either smoke together or you get smoked. That's how it's working now.
All right, let's see the approaches because we're right now we're at 5 minutes, and this is where like we can clearly see what kind of an approach each player is gonna get. And so far from the Muslim, I see that he's gonna play the typical few horsemen into fast castle, judging from the amount of gold that he is getting.
I love how players just don't rush to wall themselves on Hillandale anymore. It felt so inefficient. And it also just felt like you were revealing your hand straight away. I guess to reminisce that game again, you versus Viper kind of situation. Like, oh, you've given me the entire map. Great, I'll take that.
The faster you wall, the more you sacrifice. It's different. If you have like 40 villagers, for example, and you send 2 villagers to wall, that's 2 villagers out of 40. But if you have 20 villagers and you send 2 villagers to work, that's 2 out of 20. That's a hard hit in your economy when timings matter. Like early game timings matter a lot. Two less
Exactly.
villagers might force you into going into castle, let's say 30 seconds later, 25 seconds later. That's basically the silver lining of getting one relic or not getting that one relic.
It's the ripple effect logic, right? It's like you can say the ripples further out look bigger, but what we're talking about is this one small detail. If I like look at a ripple on a lake as it goes out, and I take this pixel, it's obviously going to be more impactful if I take a pixel from the starting location versus further out. It's that same feeling.
Yeah.
It hits a lot
So
harder.
the, the timings, the proper timings is when it will affect less without taking damage. And that's really hard to do. That's why you obviously need to scout. If you don't have the need to wall, if you don't see something that will tell you you need to wall or else something bad will happen in the next minute or 2 minutes, you shouldn't wall. Just exactly like the vortex against
Against
was it
Hut. No,
against
Hut
not Hut.
on Lipany, the one you're thinking
No,
of.
no, the last game, the Muslim.
Oh, Vortex vs. DeMusliM. Yes, yes, that one as
Yes,
well.
for the Lancers. Like you know that at that certain timing, something bad's gonna happen if you don't do that wall. So you need to do it. If you delayed it too much, you're gonna hurt yourself. If you do it too early, you're gonna hurt yourself.
Oh, MarineLorD is going to get a little bit hurt out here. The Horseman get harassed. This is not a fast build-up on the TC either. Horseman is at least going to be sacrificed, but let's keep in mind what is happening behind this. The Muslim is about to get a very fast castle timing.
With Horseman as well, right? That makes it
Yes.
even scarier.
With 3 prelates as well.
Yeah, the timings from the Muslims builds is really, really good. I'm really impressed.
I bet he got in this game and just had a creeping smile when he noticed everything stacked at the back here. Deer, gold, and wood. We didn't even mention that. They're all underneath the Arkin. Spooky. Very spooky. Now, plus side for MarineLorD, he has switched into Horseman as well as Spears now, so we have a way of blocking the relics. But now he's going to be up against Knights.
Knights can be crucial here, especially since the number of spearmen is really small. Like with 2 knights coming out, if he manages to clean up those spears and horsemen, I see the Muslim being in a really good position.
You see him showing some patience here because the Knights aren't out yet. He's not going to risk the prelates. However, now that he has the Regnants, remember that he can easily just build more prelates without sacrificing villager production. And that gets spooky because even if you can't get them out to the relics straight away, they're going to be able to heal off any damage done to you in these early clashes. Wait, is MarineLorD? He's going very hard in the spears.
Yeah,
Very
he has
hard.
to. He kind of has to.
It feels like a kind of a losing combat situation though, right? Because if you get a few knights out and it creates a front line, these prelates will just stand behind healing. You don't really do enough damage to offset it on your own. And you don't have a way of easily sniping the prelate. Speaking of which,
Doesn't look good for the
how would you
Muslim,
like to
though.
die?
Like the Muslim needs to keep growing those 9 numbers. He must not lose knights. And if he manages to clean this, heal his knights, ooh, it's gonna be scary for MarineLorD. Like
He's gonna get exactly that though.
MarineLorD has 9 spears though.
I'm pretty sure those last 2 little clashes we've seen, only 1 horseman went down belonging to the Muslim. So like he's definitely escalating.
2 horsemen, I think. 2 horsemen died.
Did he
Oh,
just? What happened
yeah,
to
he
the
got
wall?
the relic that was walled. Yeah, I
What?
don't know.
Oh,
I don't know. I think he got it while the last choke was being walled and he deleted it because I don't see the wall anymore. So that's what probably happened.
that's brutal. That would have been a brilliant block because that was the free relic for the Muslim in his mind. Or at least likely being contested one, seeing as action was on the east side. So 2 relics already banked. Very big deal here. It means that you can actually just pump out prelates non-stop if you need to. It also insulates you against any sort of run out and the ability to push knights. And that's why you're seeing additional stables now from DeMusliM.
Yeah, I think he's gonna do it.
You're just gonna be little Emperor Sidious here. Do it. Do it. More
I-
knights.
I'm not sure if I like those spearmen. I'm not sure.
Well, you don't like the
Although
haircut?
he's making a lot of spearmen though. Look at the queue. 20 spearmen on the field already.
MarineLorD has decided to return to StarCraft as a Zerg player. This is about
Now
as Zerg as it gets.
all the Muslim needs to do. Does
Hey,
he have the?
He just wins. Like the healing is not being dealt with. This is a complete throwaway by MarineLorD.
He has herbal medicine.
No, so the Muslim, he
Oh.
might, no, he has to have got it. So typically he gets herbal medicine, then inspired warriors.
Okay, so let me ask you this: do you think healing should be fixed? Do you think this is normal?
No, it's pretty dumb.
Not a single knight was down.
Well,
Anyway.
he got one. In fact, he got one, mister. He only took like 12 spearmen.
Yeah, and not a single knight is gonna be, all of them is gonna be full health.
I think
Actually, the Muslim has more knights than spearmen now.
Yes. I don't think it, like, I genuinely think the big issue, especially seen with the HRE, is just herbal medicine being there more than anything. I think that's step one. Like, why did they, because why does it have to be anything but Imperial Age tech? I like the idea of it as Imperial because it would be cool to see healing matter that late in the game.
Or you can do something else. Just make sure that healers cannot focus heal on single units. So you don't have overlapping healing, because that's also plays a big part.
Yeah. Well, so I had a different idea on this. What if it was an energy bar? So you couldn't just indefinitely heal forever.
Yeah, that actually would be like a stamina, where he cannot heal
Yes.
forever. Yeah, it goes down eventually. That makes sense as well.
So I think the
Like
idea of
right
like
now we
focus
have
healing is
infinite
pretty cool as a micro level to the fight. And also, if you do go that way you're talking about, like the telly are non-existent. Because they couldn't focus heal elephants.
Yeah, but elephants are also really insane. Like the air HP is really high. Like if you're gonna focus heal it, then what are you doing? How are you gonna kill it if it's being focus healed?
Wait, you don't think like tower elephants just get clapped right now?
No. I mean, if you throw tower elephant is not supposed to be tanky.
Yeah.
If you think about it, you have another elephant that is tanky, right?
Yes.
With more HP.
Every time I see a player build that, I feel like they misclicked.
No, but it's really good. It's not bad against cavalry. If your opponent makes a lot of knights, etc., you just make one of them.
So, I'm gonna make you really mad now, mister.
Oh no.
DeMusliM actually didn't do his build the normal way. He only just got herbal medicine.
You just got it?
He only just got... So all that healing was without herbal medicine.
Oh no. Now, what if... I'm just thinking now. In those first engagements, there was not a single camel archer. If he had like two Glansneck, that would have been game over.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Most HRE players wait until Imperial. By the way, there's another big issue. Don't know if you've noticed, but DeMusliM really doesn't like smooth farm transitions.
Yeah, he likes to have a lot of villagers gathering resources. Linux does that as well. Linux is like, if you've seen some of his games,
Oh yeah, he
there is
just
a
like
fight.
he's got nothing and then
Yeah.
he's got everything.
Yeah, like there's literally an army going towards a location, and his village is running next to that army, going for a resource, and then he just stays there. Knows there's an army there, but he just stays there because he likes to gather resources.
Yep. I know exactly what you're talking about. I gotta say though, that's a crippling gap for DeMusliM. I think he was missing 4 extra knights out of that, and now look at the spearman count.
Yeah, the spearman count went up really, really high. And oh no,
Whoa.
at least he has wheelbarrow.
That's true.
That's
But
a lot of villagers.
you just got out here, you gathered maybe 1,000 food, and now you're walking all the way back. To a base with no food.
And the population difference is quite big as well.
Okay, then this is a big deal though. They're on Langsneck now for DeMusliM.
Yeah, I think there are also camel archers, and those camel archers will Correct.
Top
No,
tier.
this is the fight. This is where we will see if the upgrade is truly in balance. All right. If the Muslim wins with knights against pure counters,
He's freaking out right now. He doesn't want the fight at all.
yeah, because he doesn't realize how strong this healing is. I would have taken the fight just to prove a point.
And then afterwards, you would have lost your argument because herbal medicine wouldn't have been good enough. The Langsneck could be, though. The Langsneck are key here. Camel Archers need to target them down, fling, do the damage, and it looks like they're not getting their value. Knights are going to be eviscerated. All of a sudden, MarineLorD says, I don't know what you're talking about, mister. Healing is totally balanced. Die, healers. Die, Betty boy.
He delayed it by a lot. More troops came.
Like how you're just moving the finish line here. No, this is it's fair though. There is a big reason there. DeMusliM had a lot of idle eco when it came to food. That's also worrying, by the way. We talked about the idea of fatigue. We kind of saw the gaps in the economy in the last game. They were much quicker and much more apparent in this one.
Yeah. The Muslim, basically, he had knights but done nothing with them. Like, he was just falling behind in eco, more and more behind.
That's
Like
the
the
weird
moment
part.
the moment he got the first engagement and killed the spears, he should be spreading down his knights and
Yes.
taking down villagers right and left. And at the same time, he should be trying to get the extra relics.